I'm here with my buddy Philip Williams, and I'd like to encourage you to watch the Phil Williams Show, and you can go to patriotinsights.com.
All right. Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet says, "Dog the conservative media all you want. Herman Cain, I bet, had your vote. Dog conservative media all you want. Herman Cain, I bet, had your vote." Wow. Here's how I'm going to respond to this tweet. All right, check this out. Herman Cain, through this election process, kind of proved to me that God had a reason for certain people not to become the president. And I'm really just kind of using words right now because I don't believe God is involved in our politics as much as we would love to think he is. Because he wants us to think of him and his son first. And politics has us putting a man in, or a woman in between our relationship with God. So I'm just using this for rhetorical purposes right now. But I am so, after what's going on with Donald Trump, I can understand why Herman Cain did not win. Herman Cain was a businessman that is forgetting all his business practices. Herman Cain has done exactly what Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh has done. Earned your trust so that you keep supporting who they are, believing in what they say, believe that not only are they credible, but you think that they are incredible because of their story and how they got there. But Donald Trump has not only blew the wheels off or the cover off of Republicans and blew the cover off of how much we're fundamentally transformed. Donald Trump has not only blown the cover off of how liberalism is going to occupy our country probably for the rest of my lifetime. But Donald Trump has also blown the cover off of conservative media. Herman Cain, I'm listening to this dude, and it's like, wow, I'm glad you lost. First of all, Herman Cain has not won any election that he has tried to accomplish. How does he get to become an expert on winning? Now, if you're looking from a business standpoint, let me show you how much he does not care about his listeners. He does not care about the trust that he's earned as a conservative. Let me show you that Herman Cain is just like Sean Hannity and just like the other conservative media. They're rhinos. I'm going to show you. He's pushing Donald Trump on us. He's defending Donald Trump at every turn. But let me tell you what this asinine human being had to say. And as a businessman, he would not do this, but he wants us to do it now. This man comes out and says, "I'm not worried so much about what Donald Trump does. But what he's worried about, what he's cool with is what Donald Trump says he's gonna do. He's not worried about what Donald Trump is doing because he's caught up on what Donald Trump says he's gonna do." Now let's break this thing down now. This is the businessman, right? This is his background. This is the platform from which he ran for president on, and everybody thought that Herman Cain would be a great president. Don't forget now. He says he's not caring what Donald Trump is doing. This man is actually physically harming Americans and saying he's willing to harm Americans once he gets into office. But you're not tripping on that. Let's look at it like this. Mr. Businessman Cain, shucky ducky, just throwing it out there for you. Our employers want to know what's going on your social media. And you as a businessman, you advocate for that. What do you tell people as advice? Watch what you put on social media because people are looking for it. And when it comes time for you to get a job, that will be used to judge who you are and your character. This is what you teach people. But when it comes to being the president of freaking United States, you totally forget it when it comes to Trump. Why is that? He's asking for a job, right? So you tell us one thing, but when it comes to being the president of the United States, the highest office in the land, the most visible person, the person with the nuclear, see, you're telling people, watch out for this if they get a job at Kroger's bagging groceries. But this man wants the nuclear arsenal, our military, our men and women, the IRS, the Board of Education, the EPA, everything west of the Pecos. But we're not supposed to look at what he's doing on social media. Interesting. You, as an employer, you would look at somebody's legal history. Before you had them cut your grass, before you gave them a contract for anything, you would look at their legal history. This is what you would tell people to do. But when it comes to the highest office in the land, the man having a job, you're not concerned about what he's doing. You're concerned about what he says he's going to do. Interesting. You also, as an employer, you want references, you look at credit reports, you look at everything you possibly can before you turn your hopes, your dreams, your business, the thing that's providing for you and your family over to anybody or allow them to come in with keys to the door, codes to the alarms, or whatever as a business. And if anybody was coming to say this asinine things that Herman Cain is telling us to do when it comes to Donald Trump, for a business, Herman would say, don't hire him. Your business is in jeopardy. You'll fail. But when it comes to Donald Trump, you want to forget all that stuff. You're not worried about what he's doing, what's in his past or nothing. You're going off of what he says he's going to do for this country. Isn't the reason why you apply all these things because it's a testament to their character before you give them a job. Before you start paying into their 401k. Before you start on the road of helping them retire. Before you start contributing to their health care and everything. You want to know who the hell you're dealing with, right, Mr. Herman? But you're going to tell us, don't be concerned about what he's doing. Look at what he's going to do for this country. Isn't the reason why you look at what they're doing and what they have done, because that's a foresight into what they have the potential of doing. Isn't that right, Mr. Shucky Ducky? This is why you guys have to understand you're listening to a loser trying to tell you how to pick a winner, and you're going to lose in the end. We're going to lose in the end. The conservative media, when it comes to picking a president, they are 2-0 in the last 8 years. The same conservative media that give us the thing about Barack, they could not get Barack Obama not elected or unelected. And now all of a sudden, they're propping up a Donald Trump who is successful at getting liberals elected. And then all the things that goes against your better judgment when it comes to picking an employee to dust off the shelves. You can't consider these things when it comes to Donald Trump now. Herman Cain took the money, people. All these other conservatives that's pushing Donald Trump they took the money. They're making a business decision on the backs of our votes and our delegates. You're listening to losers. They're going to try to tell you I'm a loser. But how does that work? I figured you out. I must be good for something. The only reason why you'll call me a loser is because you're in Trump 101. Figure out something to disparage and call field names, and these stupid people will continue to believe, and they'll go with the name calling. You're a loser, Mr. Cain. Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, all you conservative media talking types, when it comes to unelecting a liberal or making sure a liberal does not get elected, you are losers. Period. You're losers. And now you want us to continue to trust your analysis? We're not stuck with Trump, people. We are not stuck with Trump. We are not stuck with Hillary. I don't care what the delegate counts say. We are not stuck. But we are close to being stuck. Stop listening to losers. Herman, you're wrong, dude. You're foul. And I'm going to call it borderline evil, dude. You know that this dude is not qualified to be our president. But maybe you might have been that black guy that he was pointing out at the airport. Or there's two of you guys running around. I'm Phil Williams. That's my response to a tweet on The Phil Williams Show.